It seems every other day now that the YouTuber known as Jadyn is getting in some more drama. This YouTuber goes by the name of Jadyn on Twitter, and well, she has taken a break from Twitter like a million times already, after fucking up but always winds back up on the platform, as she seems to have a need for more drama. Her body needs to consume drama on a daily basis. So the Twitter account of StoneToss started all this new big drama around Jadyn. StoneToss is of course known for his comics, and well, he gets a lot of drama himself as well for his comics, but let's take a look what happened right here. Jadyn said, "Honestly, how do you justify StoneToss literally being a Nazi? The punchline to a lot of his jokes is literally anti-Semitism." To which Paulus responded, "Girl, don't you make jokes about guessing Jews too?" To which Jadyn again replied, "That's just being edgy, but this is literally an anti-Semitic dog whistle." So already you can feel where this drama is going. It's Jadyn being stupid for thinking his own jokes are fine, but he still calls out other people for using dark humor / edgy jokes. And if you have been with my channel longer, you know I don't care about anyone making any joke whatsoever. As long as you're not shouting quote unquote edgy shit in random people's faces on the streets, it's all fine in my book. But StoneToss added more photos to his tweets, such as this one. In these screenshots you are seeing Jadyn using the N-word hard R multiple times, and then you see Jadyn deactivated because of being exposed by it. And this is how it goes every time with Jadyn. She says something stupid, people expose her, and the pressure gets too much for her and she deactivates again. Jadyn is just not made for the internet at all. She's too stupid and too vulnerable to everything on Twitter. Like, don't go out there exposing people for making jokes while you're actually doing the same fucking thing. Like, sure, it's obvious that StoneToss has some political views that come out in his comics, but don't start exposing that when you're literally saying the N-word every time because of your edgy humor. Like, don't get me wrong right here, I really don't care that somebody says the N-word. I really don't care. I really think it's really stupid to ban words completely. I think that's stupid and you should be able to use every word you want. I think it's fine to say it as long as you're not actually being racist towards somebody. You can say the N-word 100 times a day, I don't care. But don't be a hypocrite and call others out for something you do yourself. Just look at this video.
And then we got this one, which is just pushing like an anti-Semitic conspiracy theory.
Jew fag. I like Hitler. He's pretty cool. He's a cool guy. Fucking Jew. Hitler did nothing wrong. I killed one, just got about 4 million more to go. Or was it like 14 million? I don't know.
Fuck that bitch. He's a fucking Jew. And I hate Jews. Like, all Jews should die.
So as you can see, Jadyn said some stupid shit in the past, and once again I would never expose him for that, but hypocrisy is what gets me. And then, like always, Jadyn is just apologizing again. She does this every time. This happens all the time and will happen in the future as well, because she just can't stay out of drama. And I don't say this lightly, but I do think she's just too dumb for the internet. But let's just see what this tweet longer says that Jadyn posted. So I thought that I could escape the toxicity that is Twitter. I thought I could be both the edgy shit poster and a transgender human rights activist at the same time. Yeah, I have made a lot of fucked up jokes in the past. I mean, even recently. I've always had an edgy sense of humor. I grew up on the internet and South Park for God's sake. But I've always drawn the line at actual hatred and bullying. It's one thing to joke about fat people, right? But another one to go to a fat person and belittle them for being obese. So until this point, everything she says is completely in line with my opinion. I find fat people jokes funny all the time, but if you go out on the street and laugh at a random whale walking by, well, that's just being mean. But now, this is where all of this gets interesting. Some people will say making fat jokes are never acceptable. Others will say there's nothing wrong with bullying fat people and they deserve it. I of course take a more nuanced approach. That's just who I am as a person. The world isn't black and white. Sometimes making jokes is not the same as actually being hateful. So this is where she tries to sound smart. But just because we know who says it, it sounds like some BS in my book. She just put it there to make people think this is an actually good apology, while it's just not. While in reality it's just really freaking simple. Jadyn is and will always be a big fucking hypocrite. And that's just the case, there's no denying that. Of course the world isn't black and white, and nobody is saying that, come on. I don't know one person that thinks really bullying fat people is acceptable, but making fat jokes is a completely different story. The more nuanced approach is taken by like 90% of the internet already, and Jadyn isn't special for this. However, when I call out bigotry and actual hatred, a lot of people will screenshot me out of context. I show that I've made edgy jokes, so therefore I am a hypocrite. Well, like I said, there's a clear line there. Now I'm pretty sensitive to trans jokes, if that's what you want to call them. I have to deal with an insane amount of transphobia on a daily basis, which I'm sure you can imagine is not easy to deal with, especially when I'm dealing with my own mental health issues and internalized transphobia and dysphoria. So when someone makes a joke that I will never be a real woman and should 41% myself, yeah, I may have an adverse reaction. And this is exactly the reason why Jadyn should stop tweeting edgy jokes altogether. You can't on the one hand praise dark humor for being good, but when something is being said about a transgender group, the group that Jadyn is in, cry like a little bitch about it. That's not how any of this works. Jadyn should either get some thicker skin or just stop talking the way she does online. And I think both of these things will never happen. So I'm sure she's dealing with a lot of stuff in her head as well, and I really don't think she has it easy, but she makes it so damn hard for herself by constantly getting into some more drama on Twitter. She really should work on avoiding that. I thought it was funny and I was trying to be edgy. I apologize if that hurt your feelings. That was not my intent. Anyway, I need to take a break from Twitter. All of this is so fucking stressful for me. I'm in the middle of major life changes, along with widening and changing my political views. I come from right-wing communities such as commentary and gaming communities, so my view on edgy humor is pretty right-wing. But I do have pretty strict social liberal belief system, so sometimes sure they do contradict. And what Jadyn says here is just straight up stupid, straight up garbage coming out of her keyboard. There are enough far left people who thinks edgy jokes are completely acceptable. I mean, not every left winger was hating on Dave Chappelle for his special or something. A lot of left wingers also finding him very funny. Most people don't fall on the complete left or complete right. Jadyn acts like she's a special case in that, but that is just not true. I would even go as far as to say, if you fall completely 100% on the left, you're a fucking idiot. And if you fall completely 100% on the right, you are an idiot as well. And I think 90% of all people in the world fall somewhere in the middle of those two. So Jadyn isn't special even if she thinks she is. Anyway, I apologize for anyone I may have upset. I understand what I have done is wrong. It's so hard to juggle what is right or wrong when I have so many people attacking me for different things. I can't really handle that pressure. And those people can't do that either, to have hundreds of people mad at you. It's hard to change your views. It's hard to be in certain communities to have different views to you. But going forward, I will try my best not to piss people off or say offensive things. So yeah, that's not gonna happen. In one month time, I can and maybe even will make the exact same video like now about a new Jadyn situation. And to be honest, I can act all serious and shit about this, but I just think it's hilarious to see this person fall in the same cycle over and over and over again. I get a lot of enjoyment from it and it gives me free content, so I am not complaining. What could I ask for more? Thank you Jadyn for doing all of this. Keep up what you're doing, I'm enjoying it a lot. And with that said, like and subscribe, Blobfish out.